Ah, didn't see you there. I was just reading the newest, in the first issue of Marble Hornets, something made by the creators. You know, I've been thinking about this for a little bit, but I have been reading this for a bit, and I watched this movie, and you know what pisses me off? That someone that actually has talent, actually knows what they're doing, and someone that actually cares about their work has been thrown in the trash and made into a shitty movie. And the next one is 2018 Slenderman. Is that saying a lot, or is that saying too little? Now let me ask you this. Would you buy something that actually is cared for and not plastered on just for shits and giggles? Or would you buy a movie that actually destroys what name it has in the title? I'm saying this now. This movie is fucking garbage, and I'm so fucking pissed off. Go buy Marble Hornets' book. Actually, go watch their YouTube series. Hell, actually, I'll give you the description just to show you how interesting this shit was. And especially to a kid who's getting into the creepypasta community. Marble Hornets is a series here on YouTube that has made Slenderman more than what he was. He scares people, he had proxies, and many people now have associated mask and hoodie with him because of Marble Hornets. Marble Hornets is a series created by Jay, who decided to finish the film project that his friend Alex had started after he suddenly stopped and cut all contact with him. As he watches the tapes left behind Alex, strange things begin to happen as he sees Slenderman / the operator following Alex and soon follows him. He tries to find everyone in the making of this project, such as Jessica, Tim, aka Maskey later on, and Brian, aka Hoodie. Shit soon hits the fan as it's soon much more than a web series. It is so much more than a web series than anyone could have ever thought. And if you're really interested in what I just said, go watch it because it's so much more better than this crap. So let's begin this train wreck review with always watches Marble Hornets. Damn it. Well, fuck me. Bree? Is that you? Is it you two? Yeah. Is it you? I'm gonna take that as a swift no. So, okay. Let's just... I'm gonna check outside. I bet you it is an electrical issue. Holy hell. Let's get on with this review. We open up to the woods late at night as Ellie and Jamie are looking around, commenting that they found their car. They book it as Jamie drops the camera and Eli is nowhere to be found, but Slenderman sure is. She gets in the car and turns on the lights to find Eli in front of the car, then busts his head through the window to take her in. Hot damn boy. He kills her as we cut to New Year's Eve party. We find Sarah in the bathroom and already I see something from Tim with the pills as we also meet our cameraman, Milo. Tribe 12? Maybe? Possibly. But this is Marble Hornets. Yeah, after they talk and maybe kiss when the ball drops for New Year's, Milo begins to stalk her. No, really, when she leaves to the store and when he's meeting up with people.
Oh, no. There's a lot of produce on the ground now.
We cut to a guy Frank's retirement party when Milo begins to badmouth Charlie in front of not only Sarah, but Charlie as well. Oops. They arrive at a foreclosed home and begin to film around, as Charlie and Sarah seem to be getting pretty close to Milo's demise. The next house, though, seems to be different from the last one, as it seems like the family was living there and then suddenly left, or was taken. They play back the messages left on the phone, with the first one trying to contact Dan, the owner, asking if he's coming to work because the day before he didn't show up for work. The second one is for Michaela, asking if they went on vacation because their mail was piling up. The third one was out of the school because their daughter Tara had not been seen in a while. The fourth one was from Dan's mom, who's them not showing up or answering, and the fifth one is from Gary calling on Dan, and the last one from the mom telling them to answer or call or text or do whatever so that they know that she knows that they are alright. Milo decides to go down to the basement where the black line leads to the Slenderman symbol on the wall. They find a locked door behind the stairs. Guys, Harry Potter is in trouble! If you break him out now, he's gonna get in even more trouble! Also, what the fuck is a Harry Potter? Nothing but boxes and tapes inside, so they grab the tapes and head out. Milo and Sarah begin to watch the tapes, which don't really stand out really. The mom is cooking in one of them as their daughter Tara's birthday party. But Sarah and Milo begin to argue as she leaves, Milo following shortly after as the computer goes back to black for a bit before the footage of Tara sleeping in the bed shows Slenderman appearing. Everyone heads down to the head office where the guy tells us that the family just left out of there without a word. Milo was told to watch more of the tapes with Sarah being hit on by Charlie. As they interview a few friends of theirs, one saying that Dan is acting strangely after the death of their son after he was killed by a boat, as the mom says he as well began to bring the camera everywhere. The police also got a bunch of calls from Dan about a stalker in the woods, but when they go and look, there was nothing ever to be found. Milo shows Sarah and Charlie the weird tapes with everything being the same, the audio cutting off, glitching, and Slenderman being present. They arrive back at the building 2 hours late. And she pulls the story. I mean, you had one guy at the office while you two did whatever, and he found evidence of something going on, so maybe show her and she wouldn't have pulled it, or better yet, not show up 2 hours late to work? Guys, you're reporters. Time is money. Milo gets home and begins to look more into the tape, seeing Slenderman is following Tara. When Milo goes to try and sleep, the power goes off. Also, the window opens when it's raining, and the bed is right next to it. Sorry, your bed's wet, my dude, but that's kind of your fault. And yes, Slenderman does find where he lives. He goes looking around the house and grabs stuff to record himself in the room. The light gets brighter and the audio corrupt, and I swear, the dog fucking dies. Milo figures out that Slenderman is following him and goes to the house to find more tapes. He finds another tape, as well as the dad's eyes were blacked out with Slenderman symbols surrounding him. Milo drives home as he set up a projector of his camera that is facing the dining room, and when it doesn't work, Slenderman appears. And after watching some more tapes, he falls asleep with Slenderman fucking things up again. He wakes up and turns on the projector to find himself with a new little tattoo. Marty barks at Slenderman as Milo comes closer. Actually, Slenderman comes closer as he runs inside, and on his way inside, he drops the camera into the pool. Milo rushes to Sarah's place and uses the key to get inside, seeing that Sarah and Charlie were in the middle of their sexy time. He tells them he's seen Slenderman and shows them the new tattoo, only for Charlie wanting him to be gone and Slenderman peeking in to hear some juicy gossip. They throw him out. Mind you, Milo could be next to die and Charlie would most likely laugh, but YOLO. So the most logical thing to do when someone is stalking you is to call the police, and that's what Milo does. He tells them never mind, thinking that it sounds stupid to call the cops on a being that can teleport and kill you. Or you could just say, hey, it's some guy in a suit that looks like a crazy maniac. I don't know. Milo returns home and sees his dog Marty whimpering at something as Milo is not in the best of mood. As it turns out, Charlie snuck into his house and was watching the tapes of him stalking Sarah. As the two of them argue, Sarah comes over. We can call the cops, right? Because Milo and Chase could actually go to jail for this. As Charlie tells Sarah what's happening, the lights begins to brighten as the room shakes. Milo tells someone to pick up the camera, and Slenderman runs at them, breaking the glass. They run out and head to a motel as Milo sets everything up and shows them the new tapes. Dan is seen making the Slenderman markings as well as they're left in the little random places, as Dan also has a new tattoo on his body, and Slenderman staring on the door frame. He pulls a gun on him as he disappears. Tara calling his name and finds that she has a little E on her stomach, and Rose has it on her arm. Milo and Sarah talk about how he's stalking her since he liked her and wanted to be okay, but he can never stop. As they fall asleep with Slenderman taking Sarah! That's better. And here I thought we were going to have some fun around here. But it turns out she just wanted some air, as Charlie gets a call about a package shipped by Dan's credit card. And it turns out Charlie has been marked by the Slender Man. Alex. But when they're driving down the road at night, because in the daytime it couldn't be just their car broke down, the car lights turn off on Milo as... I can see how Rebecca actually gets kind of angry with this stuff. To prove that this is not a real place, or even a CG place, let's go out to our truck right now. Actually, is it even there? I'll go check it out. No. This is a road dashboard. Pretty interesting, right? Milo's taken by Slenderman, with Sarah waking up Charlie to find him. Or he could bang his hand on Sarah's side of the window. That works too. They get to the motel as the projector isn't working and Sarah is breaking down. Why? Because she is marked by Slenderman and begins to take pills, and they are thrown into the toilet. Arguing ensues to shoving, then to finding that Slenderman is most likely behind the mirror eating some popcorn. And yes, Charlie did try and kill him with the microwave, but it's stopped by Slenderman as they leave the apartment. Sarah gets the idea to shut off all the cameras because it wants them to see it. And that's where you and Jay actually don't follow the same rules and are very different. Well, Jay wanted to record stuff because shit was happening, yes, but he also wanted to record it as a process, step by step, because if he felt like if he didn't, it was going to be his last day because of stuff that was now happening more. He started to record for his friend Alex. So, you on the other hand, just do it cause. No, because Slenderman was there the first night, so why not all the nights? Marty is dead. I don't want to do this review anymore. I hate my life! We finally get to the place, and what does it look like? What I'm about to do to this movie? Burn it to shreds! They find a storage shelter not too far away and decide to go in and find that they had been living inside the shelter with Slenderman symbols all around and check the computer and its cameras. And it's revealed that Slenderman controlled Dan to not only kill Tara and Rose and kill Dan as he burns down the place. They go to a local sheriff's department asking one of the sheriffs if they knew who the people were, as he replies is that they didn't know who they were up until the fire. It also is revealed that the mom survived the fire and now lives in a psychiatric ward. That's where they head to. They meet Rose as she's singing to herself but stops when Sarah asks about her family. She blames Dan for bringing Slenderman and figures out Slenderman is attached to them, and they get the hell out of there. They check into a cabin and set up their cameras as Charlie brings up that they can not keep running forever, as he believes they should split up. Milo figures out that since Dan died, the markings disappeared. The lights go out and a glitchy mess comes after them, then doesn't because Milo decides to hang himself. They think it's over as Milo gets up and kills Charlie. Finally, as Sarah runs away with Milo catching up to her, hits her in the head as Milo falls down dead. Or either one of them can't hold their breath because look, watch. See? You guys suck. We then get a thing with Dan and Rose as they're in Alabama, and Dan buys a camera that has a tape in it with someone being chased after Slenderman ending, with Dan trying to turn the camera off with the cassette case being a Slenderman symbol, and either a terrible translated ending card or a different title in general to end it all. Good. I like how Slenderman comes in whenever they're fighting. It's just like, yes, bitch, this is what I've been waiting for. When Milo is explaining what happened to him, they basically throw out a person who is afraid to go home because there may be a real person who wants to kill him, and he is next. Milo was right. Charlie is a dick, not only to his boss, to Milo, but also to Sarah as well. Like, honestly, Milo was right at the beginning. He really is, and I wish he died instead of Milo. Well, technically did, but not the way he should have. You know what I'm getting at? There are very little things to deal with Marble Hornets besides the pills and Slenderman. Even then, it's a stretch. They serve no purpose, and really, the head through the glass, no blood,
In real talk, if your head went through the glass of a car, there would be blood everywhere. And he even had to struggle to pull her out because he's hurt or something like that, to make it seem like, oh my god, this man is not in his right mind because he fucking hurt himself. Sarah had a drug problem, so why would you not check to see if she still had any pills left? And what is that medicine? Like, for real, is it just medication pills? What is this? Is it to get high or something else? Did you know the Bye Bye Man also was in this shitty movie? Look! They tried to make it seem like the first person to be marked dies, and then the others are saved, but nope, that was thrown out the window. It's a road trip movie. They killed Marty.
You bastard!
Rebecca? Are you in there? I guess that leaves me no choice, but whatever. Rebecca? Rebecca? The hell are you doing here? I thought I left you recording. I went to work and then I went and got food and then I got changed.
She's running.
Like I said, I thought I left it charging. It's alright. I got time.